refunds are on the way for hundreds of thousands of people who play a popular video game created by a North Carolina company, Epic Games. 2 years after a settlement from the Federal Trade Commission, some Fortnite players will soon see money put back into their bank accounts.
And if there's anyone that knows about video games and Fortnite, it is our Queen City News Chief Business Correspondent, Taylor Young, who is a pro, right? She's joining us this morning, and we know this is one of the most popular games in America still, Taylor.
Absolutely. About 650 million registered users, 110 million active monthly users, one of the most popular games in the country, and there's a very good chance that you might know someone that's actually owed some of this money. So back in 2022, the FTC found that Epic unlawfully violated privacy laws and duped millions of players into making unintentional purchases. Those allegations include letting children rack up unauthorized charges and even blocking some users who disputed those charges out of their accounts. Now, the commission is divvying up more than $72 million to about 600,000 players. Refunds will be issued by either check or PayPal. The FTC also made a point to say that this is only the first round of refunds. It says users who believe that they were impacted by these tactics can still file a claim, and that deadline is January 10th. So a lot of money from a North Carolina company really being dished out to a lot of players who use their product.
Now, we're just talking one game specifically, but given how popular video game industry is as a whole, could this be more widespread?
Yeah, enough for the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau to issue an advisory about this. I mean, look, it's estimated that 45 million children in the U.S. ages 5 to 18, they play video games. And as you can imagine, a large chunk of this demographic does not have their own bank account. So while many games are free to download, a lot require a form of payment to be stored on their account. So these gamers are turning to their parents for that. The Protection Bureau accuses the industry of actually targeting children to spend their parents' money in the game. And if you're a parent who has a child who's playing these games, I mean, you might not understand that your bank account
times 4, Taylor, times 4 kids. Been there.
Yeah,
we've been burned, and you don't know it till you wake up going, you spent what?
Yeah,
and
they
don't.
Your children might not actually be aware, if they're younger, that they're spending your money on this.
So Jason, I would ask you, but it seems like you wouldn't know how the payments work because your girls are spending the money. Taylor, how does this all work here?
Yeah, so a lot of these games actually kind of create a virtual payment system that mimics the real world banking system. So let's just use Fortnite as an example. In this game, you use V-Bucks, and these V-Bucks can be used to kind of customize your player, maybe add Air Jordans to them. I'm going to call Will Lewis out because I know that he plays with Air Jordans on his character.
He's not here to defend himself.
He's not here to defend himself, but I think he'd be proud of it. So yeah, you can use these V-Bucks to customize your players, and when you start this game, you get these already, some of these, but you really quickly run out of them. And when you do run out of them, you use your real money to buy more. So the Protection Bureau is accusing a lot of these games of using tactics to kind of incentivize players to buy more of these. And it's, you know, a lot of players do spend a lot of money on this. It's estimated that more than 80% of gamers purchase these in-game costs. So that's a lot of money that racks up. We're talking millions and millions and millions of dollars that's kind of running through these systems.
It's smart and sketchy on the gaming industry because they know kids are going to be playing without parent supervision typically. You've already given the credit card to let them in the door. And there's not, the game should almost pause. You can't go any further. This is speaking from a parent. I wish it would stop and say, you can't go further until you've put in a code to access the coins or the bucks or the Roblox or whatever it is. But that's where they get around it, is they don't want the game to pause. They want the kids to keep going and hit accept.
Without permission from the parent.
It is. I'm telling you, if you're a parent, you have to be on top of this or you will be down hundreds of dollars in a matter of days or weeks. Yeah.